Yeah, I think it's working. Let's see. Oh, let me see. Y'all gonna have to bear with me for a second. This my first time doing this. Okay. Hold on, I'm gonna let a few more people get in here. Man, first and foremost, I just want to say a big shout out to all the first responders, the medical workers who are the true heroes and out there, you know, serving and protecting everyone. Thank you guys for all that you're doing. As you can see, I'm home right now, hopefully just like everyone else. But I've been very blessed and fortunate to be able to host a few interviews, just casual conversations with a few people that are at home on behalf of Quibi, which is a really dope new entertainment platform that just launched today. So you guys, when you get a chance, if you can, just download it. It's going to be a lot of great content brought to you. Hopefully that you guys can spend time with your families and watch, just like I'm trying to do here with my wife and my kids. And big shout out to Quibi. I actually have a project called Blackball that will be dropping hopefully around May or whatnot. I can't wait to give you guys more details later on what all that's going to be about. But enough about me. The first person that I'm going to bring into the conversation so that we can talk about what she has going on. She is a rock star. I'm one of her biggest fans. Her wife is all right, you know what I mean? She's sort of super dope, I guess, or whatnot. But I'm going to try to bring her in if I can. Let me see how can I do this? Let me see. Gotta scroll up. I don't know how to do this. Hey, hi. Megan, where you at? You got to request. Well, I know you know how to do it, but I don't know how to do it. Oh, there go the hand. I see your hand, but what? Let me see if this works.
We're in.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Megan, what's happening?
Oh, not much. How you doing?
Man, I'm well. Thank you so much for coming on here to talk with me for a quick second. How you holding up?
Of course. We're good. We're just chilling. I mean, much like you, we're really fortunate. Unfortunately, the seasons and everything are canceled, but we're chilling and finding creative ways to work out and keep ourselves busy. We've been trying to figure out how to do all these lives. I was just telling you before, like, I've done a bunch of lives still. Every time I get in there and I'm like, how do you do it? How do you find people? How do you go
Yeah,
live?
this actually gave me a little bit of anxiety trying to figure out how to connect you in and
Exactly.
whatnot.
We're
When you
good.
say,
We're chilling.
when you say creative ways to work out, what you mean? Because I know both of y'all competitive.
Yeah, I mean, we finally got Peloton, so that's nice. But we're actually out east right now. Like our main place is in Seattle, but we kind of just got stuck out here. So we're in like a pretty small apartment. Sue's actually over on the other side there. She's doing some Pilates or doing something. We're outside running. We're kind of getting some fresh air and doing lunges in the hallways. We're just doing whatever we can, basically.
Tell Sue I'm gonna mess around, call her later so I can get some ball handling instructions.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's
Yeah, you get
that's
a
what I'm.
home court app. It's actually pretty fun. I try to do it. Like, I'm so bad. I can't do it. It had like a crossover one, and I got like 4 points, and Sue got like 50. So,
But how is Sue when it comes to soccer?
she's okay. We don't do a ton of crossover training. The only thing I do is I rebound, which I can only go for so long. My arm gets tired. I can't like get it out there all the way to the 3-point line. But she's all right at soccer. Actually, she's pretty good.
Man. Well, like I said, thank you so much for being here. And I know that you have something that you've worked on Quibi, and if you like to talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, I mean, Quibi's, such a dope platform. All the content is going to be like, I think 10 minutes or less or whatever. But it's a really cool series about all these like young superstar athletes. So normally when you get kind of the documentary series about an athlete, it's always they've accomplished a lot and it's always kind of like a retrospective sort of look back. But this one's all young, kind of up and coming athletes, either coming out of high school or just starting their professional careers. So we kind of get that like early look into like the sacrifice and the grind that they're going through, but also kind of like the maturity they have at this age too. Um,
Right.
it's pretty amazing what some of these athletes are doing.
Yeah, I got a chance to see part of one of the
Prodigy.
episodes. Yeah, Prodigy. I got a chance to see part of one of the episodes with Jalen Green, and his story. You know what I mean? I think is super dope. And I think we was talking about it earlier. A lot of times you hear about our stories once we're already in the NBA or achieve this or achieve that. I think it's super dope that we get to see him in the early stages.
Yeah, it's really cool. I found what I was drawn to the most is just like, of course, when we get to this kind of like stage in our career, not only have we accomplished a lot, but you have a lot like riding on, being at your best. You have contracts and you have your career and you want to win championships. But like these kids are kind of just laying it all out there, like for the hope and the dream that they have that long career or they get on that professional team or they make it to the Olympics. So to kind of see that sort of like raw passion and like sacrifice that they're willing to make at such a young age, I was like, man, like I'm trying to think back to how I was at that age. I feel like I wasn't like that, but it is cool to see it kind of just that like all stripped back and like Jalen's story. I mean, just like insane what he's, having to sacrifice and just like that will and determination that he has at such a young age. And I'm like, these kids are ridiculous at like so much younger now. I feel like it took me a while to like get into my career and I'm playing like the best at the end of my career and these kids are just falling out already.
They so much better now at a young age than we were at that age, you
Oh,
know.
so much better.
And so the show Prodigy, I'm probably more excited to watch it with my kids, especially my son. You know what I mean? Because it's one thing as a parent to always try to talk to him about that grind and that hard work, but for him to see other kids closer to his age doing that, I think it's gonna mean a lot more.
Yeah. I think especially now with kids, because there's so much, I don't know if you feel this with your kids. I don't have kids yet, but I see like youth sports and youth soccer. So much of it is like curated and you got your trainer and your like team and your travel team and this, but like it really is just like it's in here. It's like if you want to go work on your ball handling, just like you can just go outside and work on it. You don't need anything fancy,
Right.
stuff. So I feel like kids think they like need all this stuff and it's kind of like, a protein by the time they're 10 years old, but like I feel like you probably grew up like this. I did too. Is like we just played and we just kind of like let that creativity sort of cultivate within us at a young age, and then by the time we're where we're at, you add all the hard work and the dedication, all that. It's something special.
Yeah, what you're saying is so true, and I think that's been the dopest part about me being able to be home a lot more right now. It's like it's raining here in LA today, and my son like looking outside, like what you like, get your ball, get in your room,
Yeah.
do all the drills that we did the other day, and it's really dope. It's really
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah. No, it's nice that, I mean, it's unfortunate the season obviously kind of busted right in the middle for you guys, but it's kind of just an unexpected, I mean, as athletes, we never get this time really to just chill out. And even when we do, it's kind of like, okay, you got 2 weeks for vacation, then you got to start like getting your body moving again. And then you're like back in your training. It's always planned out. So it's almost a little weird, to be honest. Like I'm kind of like, we're training, but I'm like, what is the plan and what phase are we in? And like, I think I heard LeBron talking about it. He's like, my body's going into a certain mode, and all of a sudden it's like, no, we're not in that mode. Like mentally, it's just a little weird, but it's kind of nice at least to get a little time with the family and chill out a little bit.
It is. It is. Well, Megan, listen, I could sit here and talk to you all day, but I'm not gonna keep you. Thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it. And everybody, please go check out Prodigy on Quibi. Your host right here, Megan. Megan, big shout out to you and Sue. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much.
Likewise. Take care. See you
All
later.
right. All right, no doubt. All right. Let me see.